Guys, stop asking if you can get a loan in Colombia to purchase a property. I've taken many calls with potential buyers who have been looking to buy here in Medellin, and today we're gonna go over the most frequent questions that I get asked all the time. I'm also here with my brother, Andrew Macia, the owner of Medellin Living Real Estate, and today we're gonna be answering those questions for you.
Before we get started, if you're actively looking to buy in Medellin within the next 30 days and your budget is over $150,000, we've created the MLS in Medellin. It's not like the MLS in the United States. It's our acronym for the Medellin Living Search, where we actively search for you. We scan the entire market to find you your perfect property, but we only work with buyers that are ready to follow our process and move forward seriously. If that's you, fill out the form below and we'll take it from there.
First question, how do I safely transfer money?
Great question. So if you're a foreigner living in another country and you want to buy a property here, number one, you probably don't have a bank account. And if you think that you could come to Colombia and just open up a bank account with your passport, you're wrong, because most banks will never open it for you. And when I say most banks, it's like 99% of them. You'll get very lucky if you find a branch that will open a bank account for you. Second, let's say you do open up that bank account. You don't want to transfer hundreds of thousands of dollars into that personal account here for a couple of reasons. The main reason is because banks here have anti-money laundering rules and procedures. And some of those involve freezing your assets or your money in the account until you come up with all of the paperwork in order to release the funds. And it becomes a big headache. I've done it. I did it when I bought my first property out here, and I don't recommend it. So how do you bring the money down here? You open up a Colombian brokerage account with a company like Alianza. We have our broker there that speaks English that will walk you through the entire process to open up the account. You wire the money from your bank account in the United States into your brokerage account here, which you still control. Alianza can't move any of that money until you give them the word. And obviously you're not going to move any money until you actually are going to sign paperwork for a property down here anyway. One of the big benefits to using a company like Alianza is that they will help you register the funds with the National Bank in Colombia. We'll give you all of those details if you do become a client of ours, including why it's important to nationalize your money with the National Bank here.
Second question, how do I get financing or a loan in Colombia?
As Franco mentioned in the beginning of the video, there's no way for you to get a loan as a foreigner in Colombia. It's very similar to the system in the United States. You've got to apply for the loan. You should have good credit in the country. Doesn't matter that you have a 900 credit score in the United States, but if you've got zero credit here, when they do that credit check here, you're gonna fail. You're not gonna be approved. On top of having credit here, you also have to prove funds. And if you can't prove funds here in Colombia, it's going to be very difficult as well. I'm not saying that it's impossible. If you live here for 2 to 4 years and you build credit, yeah, you can get a loan. But if you're looking to work with us and buy a property within the next 30 days, it's impossible.
Question number 3, what are the actual closing costs?
Oh yeah, okay, great question. So you want to budget for about 3.5% to 4% closing costs on your end. What are those involved? Notary fees, and we can go through those when you do become a client before you even find the property. We can break them all down for you. In that 3.5% to 4%, we include the lawyer fees that you're going to be paying. We always recommend working with a lawyer to make sure that your purchase agreement is correct, to make sure that the terms are great, to make sure that it's a good deal on paper. Within that 3.5% to 4%, we're also including the percentage that Alianza, the brokerage firm, charges for handling your money when you wire it. That 3.5% to 4% does not include commission to us, the real estate agents. Here in Colombia, the seller of the property pays commission to real estate agents, and that commission is 3%, so you don't have to worry about that.
Question number 4, can I do short-term rentals with the property that I buy?
The answer is probably not. Why? Because most of the buildings in Medellin are zoned residential, which means that you're capped at 30 days being the minimum amount of days that you can rent a property for. Some HOAs will override that and say, no, we don't allow people to do any 30-day rentals here. They have to be 6 months or they have to be year-long contracts. The latest study showed that about 95% of the buildings in Medellin are zoned residential. So that means that only 5% are zoned commercial so that you can do daily rentals. When someone says, can I do short-term out here, they usually mean daily rentals, but you can do 30-day rentals for most of them, which is still okay. The ROI is still good. Usually when doing daily rentals, you're making more than a monthly, but it's less headache when you do monthlies. For example, the apartment that I'm sitting in right now is on Airbnb. We started off doing daily rentals when I bought this like 3 years ago, but it was too much of a hassle, too much turnover. That type of client base I didn't want. I didn't want the partiers, the weekend warriors, you know, the people that might trash the place. So we've switched over to only long-term rentals. The clientele has been great because they've been return visitors, people that are couples, families, digital nomads that come here and work and live here long-term, which is way better than the high turnover daily rentals.
Question number 5. How much can I negotiate off the price?
Yeah, usually people are willing to negotiate between 10 to maybe 20%. 20% would be amazing, but it's usually about 10% of a decrease on what the asking price is. The Colombian sellers that come to us directly usually know the deal because we talk to them. We say, hey, we don't want to play around and go back and forth for like a week on price. What is your bare minimum? What do you need to make? And that way we can just show people honestly, like, okay, this is the asking price. They're willing to go this low, etc. But yeah, gauge about 10%. As a cash buyer, you have a lot of leverage because you can close within 30 days. A local buyer using a loan here usually has to wait 60, 90 days because the bank has to do its thing in order to release the funds. So that leverage not only allows you to negotiate a better price, but also better terms on the agreement. Part of our MLS system, Medellin Living Search System, is that we help you with comps. There is no regulation out here, so you can't just get on a website and look at comps on the internet. But we as professionals have access to a multitude of platforms out here where we can give you the comps. The best way to do comps in Colombia is by the price per square meter, and that varies depending on the neighborhood, depending on the use of the building, depending on the area, depending on how touristy it is. There's a lot of factors that we go over with you step by step.
Question number 6. Do I need a visa or do I need to be a citizen to own property here?
Okay, so no, you don't need a visa. No, you don't need to be a citizen. You can just do it with a passport and your name is on the title. As a matter of fact, a lot of people buy their property here like that in order to get a long-term visa or the property owner visa. It's important to note that if you are going for that property owner visa out here, that you have to meet a certain amount of money invested in the property. Something that happens here quite often is that someone will start their purchase process, but then they have to travel outside of Colombia. In order to close, you have to be here at the notary. In order to avoid that, you can give power of attorney to either your lawyer or to us, your real estate agent, to sign for you. Medellin moves slow, snail pace. But if you're ready, it'll be fast for you. If you've got your paperwork, you've done your research, you've worked with us, we can get you closed in 30 days. If you're ready to go, make sure to click on the link in the description below, fill out the form. We'll see if we're a good fit and we'll get to work. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, Franco.
Nice.